Hey everybody. Hey everybody. Am I in the same shirt as my last video? Yeah. Yeah, I am. Yeah. Dave, leave this to leave. I'm almost to the point where it's like the only thing we should be editing out, scissor, is like confidential information on the screen, you know? Like completely unedited, you know, like I feel like this isn't where this video is going, but like leave this in. No camera, share your screen, entire screen. Hello. 3, 2, 1. Okay, cool. You can leave that into, no, I mean, you can scissor, like the one thing you should scissor is like dead air, right? Scissor that out and confidential information on the screen. Right, like those are like the two things, you know? So like, really, I feel like everything, like I get in a groove or whatever. It's like, cool. We put the beginning, we add a little thing there. We put some on the end, crap on the end. Like just get in a flow for 10 to 20 minutes, you know? Like whatever that is. And then no confidential information like emails or code, you know what I mean? Like things like that. I don't know. You can leave this in. Just like, it's like dead air and no confidential information. Cause like, it's just I need to get in the groove and I want to like, so try that. Except, I mean, watch this and see if I'm talking about dead air as I like navigate, you know? Like dead air as I navigate. So if I'm or fast forward the stuff where I'm typing, because I want people to see what I'm typing, you know? Like honestly, leave this in. I like this, right? I like me directing you how to edit this, right? And your opinion, or throw it on the end, right? As like an end roll or whatever. But today, what I want to focus on is this one so niche problem, this niche no-code problem, which is Airtable fields being very limited and very simple, but so convenient if you use Airtable as like a database, as a database. Again, leave that in, Dave, right? But if you use Airtable on a daily basis for your database, if you use it like that, Airtable forms are good enough, okay? You can get a lot more functionality and a lot more usability from like Typeform or Tally forms, which we covered like just a tad bit in the last video. But in this video, I really want to go through one very niche no-code thing that you can't do in Airtable without building it like this. And that is making we'll open this form, okay? So here's a form I built, all right? One, I don't like this. I don't even know what this is. Never submit passwords through this form. It's like, I've never said, like, I get it. I get that. But like, why put that makes it look so weird. You know what I mean? Like not your brand or not. If someone doesn't know to do that or not do that, or like, if I had forms that were secure, this is telling me that this form is not secure because there are other form builders out there that are secure and encrypted. So like, maybe that's for a reason. I don't know why that's there, but it doesn't look good. It doesn't look nice. Like put it at the bottom or something. Anyway, all right. So again, that's the only caveat why you'd use Airtable forms. So easy, so clean. You can quickly just like take this grid view here. And what this is this is the background for a product that we're building for direct salespeople who have in-person visits for some of our customers. So a lot of our customers and a lot of our prospective customers, door-to-door, D2D, direct sale people, right? They go to homes and they give services, whether it be a demo in person or a meeting in person. It is about in person. I just got an update to the form. Okay. Leave that in, Dave. No. Whatever, run. But this is for in person. Like this person, like one of our customers is going to be at in a certain neighborhood or a zip code or a city on a certain date. So they can go in and go, what is the availability based on this zip code? So someone can, like their customer or their booker can go, here's my zip code, and then see if our customer has availability, like our user has availability for that zip code on a given day, right? So it assumes there's some flexibility in there, but it also says that like this is very in-person based. I have tried so many things that do. Calendly does not do this. Cal.com does not do this. I tried here's a plugin, a booking, like top open source plugins, whatever. We had to build something from the ground up. And for a part of it, we are using Airtable as the base, but I had to build this. And a lot of thought went into it. But like there are all these WordPress plugins and nothing attaches a zip code or a city to availability. I have asked so many people, if you know something out of the box, plug-in ready, let me know in the comments, but nothing that I know, or let me know if you're interested in this and I'll send you early access. But I found all of these solutions. I Googled all of these solutions. Nothing has the ability to schedule something for an in-person visit at a later date. It's all like recurring, it's virtual, you can put in the location, but I might not be in your location 2 weeks from now. I might be in 3 cities over and I can't get to you in a decent amount of time. So what our people can do is essentially come in here. And right now we have a dirty version of this where you can go to task manager, like pro scheduling, and then go to a schedule, right? So you can go to here, go to whatever. It gives you this screen. So it says, what's your zip code? That's the first thing it gives. And you can type in your zip code, and I don't know this person's scheduling off the top of my head, but you can just go 90046, that's my zip code, and this probably isn't gonna exist. So I go to find appointments, and it says we don't work in this area yet, right? So it's a way for people to start with what area are you in, and then where's the availability in my area? When is the next salesperson or service person in my area? So you can it's like reverse, more like we're sending you here on these times. You can book in-person things on our schedule, right? A lot of use cases we're finding out. So we have this. This is some of our backend right now. In Airtable, we had the ability to make a very simple scheduling flow where this is the schedule. We have meeting, a with column, time slot, and then their name. And we have our availability, okay? So here we have availability. So the grid view of all the available times, all right? What the open times are left, okay? And then some zip codes here for example basis, right? So again, natively in an Airtable form, you cannot use prior information. You can't, so let me Google this. So it's using Airtable forms previously entered data filtering. So using a form to filter. How can I filtered records via form that's generated for them? Filtered using conditions, whatever. So this is the only thing I have found on this successfully, is how to display data from your Airtable records in a form, okay? So this onto Air thing, which is a good plugin or a good extension or whatever it is, maybe it's just with like Zapier automation or something. I don't know, maybe it's their own thing. But I have used this and this is fairly helpful, but I wanted to do it natively inside Airtable. I think with with this, with On2Air, I do believe, and On2Air can get in here or not, but it is, you have to use their form builder. How to display data if you're in Jot form. Jot form is another secure one, by the way. How to create a form in Airtable. Okay. Display previously data. Pre-fill form with users' data that already exists in the database. How to user table. No, hold on. Filter records. Use existing data to filter. Ah, this is it. This is it.
Oh, the first day that.
Use onto air forms to, okay, this is the problem. Use onto air forms to filter Airtable records displayed based on previous field selections. Okay? This is the big problem. And come on, why am I seeing this? I have YouTube Pro. Oh. That's what I thought. Okay, so this onto air is the only form builder or Airtable extension company that does this, but you have to use onto air forms. And I did not like the aesthetic at all of it. At all, right? Airtable has good, clean forms, all right? But use onto air forms to filter data displayed based on previous field selections, okay? So for instance, what I wanted to do here in this form was when someone picks a zip code, it filters through the available times that they're at that zip code, right? The dates and times that they're at that zip code are in that city or whatever that group is, okay? So there is no way of doing this, but there's no way of doing it. I've spent so long researching this and looking at YouTube. And as you saw, figuring out ways to even describe what I'm doing in a Google search. Leave some of that in, Dave, to just speed through it. So here's what I did. So what you can do is make fields fields in an Airtable form conditional based on certain criterion. So you can come here and you can click, this is a conditional field, right? So like for every one, you can click on this and say, limit record selection to a view. So what you need to do is first come into the availability section. These are your available times, all right? So you see I have certain zip codes, or in this case, like cities and zips. And it's Chicago, Eastland, Chicago. I just made these up. So, and then you can group them, okay? So essentially you can group them or do whatever. So if I write Chicago or Eastland, you can make a view based on that group, okay? So here I have the zip code Chicago, all right? So, and then everyone's just meeting there, cool. All right, so, and then I have the 90046. These are all things I made up. So here's the Eastland with these times, May 27th, May 20th, and May 25th. This is my availability for these times in these zips, okay? So what you do is you can create as many zips as you want, put them in here, right? Here, Chicago, whatever. And then you can filter by zip code and create a view. So it's simple. You just create a new view, a new grid view. And then, so say 91505, I've filtered by zip code, right? These are just Chicago times in 91505. So you should just see these times. And 90046, you should just see these times available, okay? Because again, this is my availability. Here's my entire schedule and my grid view, okay? So you create a form view, and that's right down here, form. I've already done that. I've created this form view, styled it a little bit, and then they can schedule a meeting, and I have all of these conditional fields. So I have conditional field, please choose available time slot, please choose available time slot. Why do I have 2 of those available time slots? Okay. Because one of those is for 91505 zip. So I make conditional logic that says limit record to selection to a view. Okay, so they can only, in this time slot, in this question, only appears when this condition is met. Okay, so when zip code is 91505, show only this view, this 91505 view. Okay. Okay, 91505 view, and only show this when it's 91505. Okay, so these are the choose available time slot column. All right, from these view filtered this way. All right, this one only shows up, okay, when zip code is 90046. Otherwise, if they select 91505, it is at the beginning. These are conditional filters. So this selection, this time slot copy field will only show up. Oh my God. Will only show up if zip code is 90046. If it's 91505, this one will show, which only has the times and availability in 91505, and 90046, these 3 times go to this one. Okay. So perfect. And these aren't required. Okay. You can't make them required. But now what happens is, and this is the brilliance of this, the only caveat about this is you need to have that information beforehand. So they need to give you all the zips or cities before, but then again, you're not servicing more than 40 that you know about, right? And then you can just add one if you're going to have a certain availability, and it will always be there. Now this person has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here, okay? And you can just add as many, 8 plus 2, so 10, there's 10 here. And we don't have those added. You can also add these and then hide them based on us if they select a certain thing. So let's see if this works, because here's the great part. Open form, boom. What's your zip code? 91505. Please choose an available time slot. Whoa, perfect. May 23, 22nd, 30, 24. Okay, let's choose the other one, 90046. 27th, 25th, all different. So without having to use On2Air, which On2Air is still good, but I wanted to use Airtable forms, I was able to successfully, I couldn't find anything on this topic because it is so niche with Airtable. But you can display records or fields based on previous field selections. So essentially filtering dynamically, if I want to go this time slot, use that, right? Here's my available time slots for this thing. Or I chose, what's another example? I chose this image in number 1, or if my name was Jeremy, or if I wanted to go to this movie theater, right? If I wanted to go to the movies and I wanted to make scheduling for movie theaters. I don't know why I went there. I'm looking at movie theater stuff behind the back. So if you wanted to go to a certain movie theater, right? You don't want to show all the times at all the different movie theaters. You want to filter those times. Wait, it's probably best if I say certain movies at one movie theater. Okay, cool. Leave it in, Dave. So if you want to go to, you don't want to see all available times at all different movies, right? Maybe we'll say you might want to. I don't know. But what you want to see, you know the movie you're going to, right? So you want to pick that. If you know you want to go see Guardians of the Galaxy, right? You're going to click, I want to just see Guardians of the Galaxy times. If you show me right now, Airtable's forms only show me every movie every time. Okay? If I select Guardians of the Galaxy with this, just pretend this says what's your movie? What movie do you want to see? It's Guardians of the Galaxy. Boom. Here, you only see Guardians of the Galaxy time, not every time for every movie at that theater. I hope that helps. This helped me. I couldn't find anything on this topic at all. I hope this helps someone out there. I hope someone likes this because I built a platform around it and it'll come out soon. But this is essentially driving the back end. If anyone wants to know what else is going on back here, but this is how you use previously selected fields to filter future fields. How did they word it? They worded it pretty well. Forms to filter Airtable records. Display. Well, look at how niche this is. Filter Airtable records displayed based on previous fields. Like, no wonder Airtable hasn't done. But I just came up at the top of my head 3 examples on how that's useful, right? Like, this stuff should exist. Leave that in, Dave. Hey, thank you so much. If anyone got any value from that, give me a like, give me a thumb, okay? I'm trying my darndest here. I love you all. Comment in there, say hello. Thank you.